Greetings everyone. Today we're going to explore slope from a table. We do have a foldable for this, so you'll want to make sure you have that as we definitely need the images of the tables. Alrighty, let's get going. On our notes foldable, we have this rule that reminds us what slope is, and you'll notice it looks the same as our other videos, our other information. When we talk about slope, we're still talking about the change in y over the change in x. Now, because it's a table, this piece is what we're going to use the most today. We want to find out how is the y changing from one number to the next, and we're going to write it over how is the x changing from one number to the next. So let's jump straight into applying this, okay? So my suggestion, we're going to do m equals, similar to our other strategies. We're going to create a ratio, and we care about rise over run, or change in y over change in x. Let's look at the y side. I'm adding 1. I'm adding 1. I'm adding 1. So every change, I'm going up by 1. See how that happened? Let's look at the x side. I'm going nowhere. So if anything, let's write a plus 0. I'm adding 0. I'm adding 0. I'm adding 0. I'm adding 0 each time. Well, look at that fraction. Can I divide 1 by 0? That's going to be one of my, remember, is it a no or an okay? This is a no scenario. Because it's a no scenario, we want to say, I can't divide by 0. We call that undefined. Your calculator will give you an error, and that error is a reminder that it's undefined. Let's try another one. Same strategy, m equals fraction bar. We care about the change in y over the change in x. So let's look at the y's. I added 12. I added 12. I added 12. So a positive 12 goes on top. Let's look at our x's. I added 50, added 50. Perfect. I have a continuous pattern of adding 50. Now, a positive divided by a positive is going to stay positive. 12 fiftieths, though, we can cut that in half. 6 25ths. We still want to reduce fractions if needed. Let's take a look at this table here. Now, this is unique. Let's see what happens here, right? I'm still going to set it up, m equals fraction bar. Let's talk about the change in y first. Remember, delta means change. I'm subtracting 3. I'm subtracting 3. Whoa, and then I'm subtracting 6. That's weird, but watch what happens on the other side before we write our numbers. I'm subtracting 1. I'm subtracting 1. I subtracted 2. See how it doubled on both sides? Watch this. If I take this row, change in y over change in x, that would be 3, right? Negative by negative, positive, 3 divided by 1. Watch what happens here. Let's say I look at the bottom pair. What's negative 6 over negative 2? It's still positive 3. So it doesn't matter how I look at this, I still get a change of positive 3. So if your jumps look different, just pair it with the other side and you'll be fine. Let's go again. The change in my y goes on top, plus 4, plus 4, plus 4. Okay, I see continuous positive 4. Plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. I'm changing by positive 1. 4 divided by 1 is 4. Let's try this one. This looks interesting. All right, m equals change in y. I added 2. I added 1. That's weird. Let's look at the other side, though. My change in x, I added 4, and then I added 2. So what you need to do is pick a pair. Let's say I pick the green pair. Change in y over change in x. That gets me to 1/2. But let's say your neighbor, your friend, chooses this pair in purple. Change in y over change in x is still 1/2. It doesn't matter which pair you pick, but pick a pair, change in y over change in x. Let's go again. M equals, I've got a plus 2. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to jump to the other side. I've got a positive 2 over a positive 1. My slope is 2. If you just want to pick the first pair, make sure that you're choosing the same set of points. That's fine. You only have to show me one jump. That's really all I need for information. Now, this is not in your notes, but let's take a look. We care about the change in y over the change in x. The change in y is 0. Here's the thing, you guys. I don't even care about the bottom, because what's 0 divided by anything? 0, right? If you put, oh, I'm subtracting 1 on bottom, it doesn't change it. It's still m equals 0. Let's refresh our memory on this one. M equals the change in y plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Change in y is positive 2. Change in x, there is none. 0. I'm adding 0 each time, if you will. What's 0 in the denominator mean? Can I divide by 0? Nope. So I need to see the word. That's a no-go, undefined. Quick review, not in your notes, this is just a review. Remember, if you're finding the slope from a graph and you don't have dots, then make dots. I see I could have a perfect intersection here, and let's say a perfect intersection at the origin. Let's count our slope. I'm rising -2, I went down 2. I'm running +2 to the right. -2 divided by +2 is -1. Again, if you need a refresher, this is a previous video. This is just intended to be a reminder. If you don't have dots, find dots. So this looks like a perfect intersection. And this one it looks like, huh? This is not. See how it's in the middle? Or it's in the middle? If it looks like it's in the middle, I can't use it. I need a perfect intersection. So let's count. My rise, I go up 1. I go to the right 2. Positive by positive stays positive, and I have a half. Make sure, if needed, re-watch this video, right? Maybe try watching it without taking notes. That can make a world of difference. As always, make sure to check out Google Classroom. What's the task to go along with this video? Let me know if you have questions, and until next time, have a good one.